Hello there everyone, it's King Sloth back again with a brand new video log. In today's video I'm going to be discussing my two biggest fitness tips on preparing for phase 1 training, and also at the end of that I'm going to give you an update on what I've just had at my physio appointment. So tip number 1 is to get some weight on your back. By that I mean go and do some tabbing. Tabs are tactical advances to battle. People in America call it a yomp. It pretty much is like a speed walk but with weight on your back. In phase 1 you'll do a lot of this and they'll prepare and they'll build you up for it from the beginning, but it's easier for you if you go there and you're already used to having that weight, because a lot of people struggle. When I went through my phase 1 training, we had people literally breaking down like a mile into carrying weight at a decent pace, and they were crumbling, absolutely crumbling. Luckily, if you are tall, normally it's easier for you because you've got bigger strides. However, the smaller people, it becomes a struggle because I'll have to do a lot more strides for the size that I've got to cover, and when you've got weight on, each step begins to hurt. So for me, I'd recommend starting off, just literally get 2 miles in. 2 miles, aim for about 6-7 kilos in a rucksack. Make sure that doesn't include your water, because you drink your water as you go around, and that will build up more and more and more. So for me, I've once done a 40-mile tab with 40 kilos. That's the sort of thing that I've built up over time. It's not a fast way of getting things done. Like, it does take time to get used to the weight, and believe me, your shins, once you start getting over, I'll say like the 2 mile point, 3 mile point, your shins begin to burn. That's just something that happens. Some people end up with shin splints if they don't do it, like have their laces done properly, or they start to get really bad hips or shoulders. Things will hurt and it's painful, but tabbing is one of also the best ways to burn calories. Like when we were in phase 1, we were told one of the best ways to burn calories. It's easy to do, and you could do it wherever you want to go. You can literally, I'd recommend finding a decent route, whether that be on Strava or Nike Run Club. You can find a decent route. Try and find yourself a route that has some hills and some uphill, some downhill, and some almost like difficult terrain. So for me, I did a lot of training before I started on concrete, and that will mess up your ankles, it'll mess up your shins, your knees, everything. Try and find a decent grassy route, whether that be walk around a football pitch for like a mile or so, just with that weight on your back. You'll get used to it, and as your shins start to get used to it, it becomes almost like a mental battle. One of our training team during phase 1 told me, your mind will give up 10 times before your body gives up once, and that was during our 8-mile tab. See, 8-mile tab is they did for a fitness test in the army. But he was right. You'd think you're struggling, but then you could suddenly hit like a second wind, and you'd crack on. You're like 10 minutes ago I was struggling, I was dying, but now I'm sound. It's one of them. So make sure you get your tabbing done, because you'll be doing a lot of it in phase 1. Number 2, this might sound controversial, but get yourself down to a boxing club or a boxing gym. Yes, I know you won't be doing fighting a lot in phase 1 training. Obviously you'll have like your battle PT, but that's not the reason for it. Boxing, I found to be one of the fastest ways to lose weight and gain muscle in the places you need it. We used to do a lot of pad work, a lot of skipping. Skipping is one of the best exercises you can do. You can do it literally anywhere. I've took skipping ropes on exercises before, and it's a great way to get sweat going, burn some calories, and get your heart rate up. Boxing also taught you quite a high level of physical discipline, also mental discipline. By that I mean, when you're in a camp and you're hurting and you still go for more PT, more sessions, you start to get like a respect for the people who do it. By that I mean, some people will go from being really, really heavy blokes like me, myself, over 121 kilos to 91 kilos in just under 12 weeks. That is an absolutely massive weight cut, and that was because by the end of the second week I was tired. I was eating well, but I weren't eating the best I could have done. So I went to my coach, spoke to him, and I was like, what do I do now? Like, my weight it's sort of like plateaued a bit, even though I beat myself every single day. So we adjusted the diet, and that helped massively. I had a decent amount of energy, and also the weight was just dropping off. I looked like a skeleton. It's kind of amazing, I'm not gonna lie. But boxing also gives you your sprints that you'll do. So we used to do a 4-mile run in the morning, 4-mile run in the evening, as well as doing your pad work, your sparring, your general like practice work. It all went very, very well. What is? Oh, well, this is. I don't know what's going on here. The bloke's controlling traffic and then letting cars go when they're not meant to go. What the hell? Madness. But it all works wonders. Boxing is one of my favourite sports to do, under the pure fact of you cut so much weight, and it works very well, especially for phase one. The least amount of weight you have, the better you'll do. That's a fact. When it comes to running, you weigh less, you run faster. That's how it works. The muscles you build work better for you. The tabbing, once you've got that weight under your legs, works well for you. You get used to being in that sort of pain and that sort of strenuous, and you build on it. But just make sure once you've done all these sessions, you have an actual decent stretch off session and a good cool down, because you'll be sore. You'll be very sore for the first couple of weeks of doing this. And there we go. Those are my 2 biggest fitness tips for preparing for phase 1 training. Now, obviously, let's get onto the physio side of things. Actually, a really good day to that physio. Really good day. Spoke to me regarding like what I'm going to be doing for work, things like that, because she thinks I should be work some point at the start of the new year, whether that be January, February, March, I don't know as of yet. But they said that the physio has gone really well. My movement's gone really well. Obviously, starting from the beginning, like going back to asymmetric movements, has worked very well. She now says that she's going to send me some basic strength work, so like using a resistance band rather than lifting weights. She said I've got to take it easy, because if I keep aggravating my shoulder, then I'm just going to go back to square one all over again. Said once again, I mentioned about the boxing being disciplined. This is where it comes to. Even the most basic things, don't push yourself too hard, otherwise you make it worse. Is one of them situations. So for me, I've been told resistance band work. She's going to send me a list of things to do, and I'm now like getting excited about going back to normal work. Like I've got courses to book, such as my battle back course down in Lilleshall, and my CSE course, which is like a compulsory return to work course, which is actually really good. It's at Phoenix House in Catterick, which is run by Help for Heroes, and I've been there once before, and it is an absolutely amazing place. Oh, both of them in, okay, absolute winner. But it's an amazing place. The actual room's really nice, and I'll bring my PC with me, so I can stream every single night on there, and I can speak to all you guys. But it has been King Sloth. Hope you enjoyed today's tips. If you have any more questions that you want answered, or any advice, just let me know, whether that be in the comments or whether that be through any of my social medias, which will be linked down below. If you click the link tree in my description, it will open up and I'll have a Discord, a Twitter, well, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I've got everything. Not gonna lie, you can message me on any single one, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. Whether that be, I'll send a message back to you saying, here's a little bit of advice, but watch the video coming out at some point in the same. Because normally I get questions and I'll try and record them the same week and get them out as soon as I can. But anyway, it's been King Sloth. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Peace.